initiation, introductory statement. Fuck them all if they participating in off-the-record conversations. Shit major, stolen favors, masked as admiration. My youngin' brought his torch to the finish line, but I'm just glad he made it. And he ain't even tryna crack heads, he just know the danger. In the city filled with anger, the skyline filled with angels. Twist the burner, shoot from different angles, twisted fingers, read the coded language. Man, what's the vibe, dog? I feel amazing. I found a stage door, but don't know what I came for. I'm nothing like a soft touch, don't touch it if it ain't yours. I'm a remnant of a great source, nigga. So many rappers would be better off as actors. Benefactors to the confusion, no solution. Puppet master, storytelling, no connection to the novelist. It's a tragic bankrolls, covering open wounds. And now I'm shitting like a restroom. They hold venom intentions, eating the way they gum line the most high. Giving niggas crowns, and I want mine. Fuck the lunch line, cause I don't take the lunch breaks. No lunch date, she bottoms up. And all I had to do was tap her front brakes. I'm B-Raw, raw vision, war written, the word written. More given to the theory, the law written, provide a long living. I understand the terms, you gotta die to learn. Hunters purify, it's time to feed the worms. This my initiation, introductory statement. Fuck them all. Yo, yo. The generals and captains asking what's happening and why I ain't rapping. I'm sick of these Jewish bastards and they predatorial tactics. And plus, I'm too rugged to sign a deal. Integrity locked and sealed. Hold on, I said I'm too rugged to sign a deal. Integrity locked and sealed. I pop the trunk and then I pop you before I pop a pill and be sluggish in front of the general public. Fuck that, I'm a changed nigga. You looking at the epitome of it. Got multiple, I'm honest and they still love it. You can bang this on the way home, on the way to your safe zone. I ain't living how they living, I give them something to hate on. I shedded a tear for my brother's mother, knowing she carried a solid nigga. It was an honor to carry her with him. The most high Christ. How you slaughter the flock and you don't want beef? Coward building bunkers trying to duck heat. Man, that shit's so weak. Iron tucked is out of sight, but not out of reach. Know your men, count your sheep, they hunt our steps. You a blood-sucking freak. You're a fucking leech. You're a fucking sucker. We see canes on feet and them servants on horses. The road split, it's not a road trip. We deliver the orders. Focus on what's current. Turn my phone off, a view by the waters. Train my sons for warfare. Different love for my daughters. Empty cans with no substance. I'm free from all that fuck shit. Tear drop denim on my brother's linen. Mexican dinners. I brought the bouquet for my Dominican woman. That's smooth apologies. Damn. Yeah, I'm too rugged to sign a deal. Integrity locked and sealed. Yeah, I'm too rugged to sign a deal. Integrity locked and sealed. Yeah, I'm too rugged to sign a deal. Integrity locked and sealed. Yeah, I'm too rugged to sign a deal. Integrity locked and sealed. Yeah.
Right, gang, let's really nail it this time. Here we go. A 1, a 2, a 1, 2, 3, 4.
Been in this shit for some years, I ain't never left. Nigga try to save his life like he's scared of death. I got Hellstar on my body, bitch, I'm heaven sent. Hey, this Isupk had nothing, we on fellowship. Been in this shit for some years, I ain't never left. Nigga try to save his life like he's scared of death. I got Hellstar on my body, bitch, I'm heaven sent. Hey, this UP nothing, we on fellowship. Florida Lee's on my top, this a Saints hat. This the third cap he been in, he a J-Cat. Niggas tryna steal the sauce, yeah, I hate that. But I ain't make the rules, I can't change that. New bottle, new wine, yeah, I can't crack. Look, flag on the plate, they grabbing face masks. Niggas always saving hoes where your cape at. The only killer that you know without no face tag. Hell yeah, my bitch bad, Proverbs 31. Yeah, this is not a drill, I be 30'd up. Yeah, he about to crack the sky, you better hurry up. It's all bad when you see us hang that jersey up. It's mad brick, I got the blick with my cover on. He a fed, he a op, got his cover blown. Look, I'm really outside without no scully on. It's one West, bitch, I'm on with my brothers on. He got ranked, then he left, he broke another oath. I got the play, we about to take another zone. They was sleeping on the team, now they comatose. Left his brother out to dry, guess he wanna fold. Put the oil on his head, that's another soul. I try to tell you we a pro, don't do this shit at home. She ain't happy, left her man, she at 304. He try to justify that shit, he broke the penal code. Been in this shit for some years, I ain't never left. Nigga try to save his life like he's scared of death. I got Hellstar on my body, bitch, I'm heaven sent. Hey, this UP nothing, we on fellowship. Been in this shit for some years, I ain't never left. Nigga try to save his life like he's scared of death. I got Hellstar on my body, bitch, I'm heaven sent. Hey, this UP nothing, we on fellowship. Gotta watch these niggas, they be cointel. Lil' bro ain't never killed nobody, but I know he will. It's on me everywhere I go, yeah, that's the holy seal. My niggas itching when it's up, you better not touch a chair. Ooh, I'm with the extra, that's off the back. He ain't loyal to his brothers, how you follow that? She either working with her hands or she off her bag. Broke bitches, yeah, they down there give me heart attacks. You see that banner above my head, I'm a part of that. These niggas cowards, pussies, we don't want no parts in that. They let our warrior out of prison, he ain't going back. Ain't no be speaking on the truth, cause we with all of that. Look, before they started dissing, they was fans first. You will never catch me digging in no man purse. Really put my brick in, that's why my hands hurt. And don't be speaking bullshit that make my head hurt. Look, I done burn my fingers from the Michael Drake. But for the brotherhood, I done threw my life away. I never see him, tell them come on from they hiding place. We can't do it, we told them we gon' find a way. They rather march 1,000 deep, we rather feed the people. They wouldn't put on all black, now you reading Hebrew. UPK the standard, if you speak on Hebrews, don't think they solid, get with them niggas just gon' leave you. Been in this shit for some years, I ain't never left. Nigga try to save his life like he's scared of death. I got Hellstar on my body, bitch, I'm heaven sent. Hey, this UPK nothing, we on fellowship. Been in this shit for some years, I ain't never left. Nigga try to save his life like he's scared of death. I got Hellstar on my body, bitch, I'm heaven sent. Hey, this UPK nothing, we on fellowship.
Yeah. Cold shit. I ain't come with goons, but I'm well connected. Walk in the room, it's pop, 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 like you got rejected. Let me see if you qualify to not. Spinning up in a tinted truck, riding around your block. Busy man, I get a word, he ain't this shit from top to bottom like a motherfucking ceiling fan. Hopping out the rental van, on my way to LAX. Brothers out in Cali and they killers out of every set. But I ain't crippin' on no blood. One West, all my niggas got it out the mud. Put your face on a t-shirt, memory of niggas acting tough in them songs, that's the drugs. I don't need no cases, all my pistols clean. So now I weigh my options, used to use the triple beam. Used to get the wop, mix it with the nicotine. Now I travel state to state and put on for my team.
The fuck wrong with them? Ain't on my level, I should let my dog get them. I see niggas and they feelings, I don't feel them. Kick the Glocky with me, it was like a ball with them. Me at the end, I gotta stay patient. They hate me, Lord, I gotta stay dangerous. You one of them? Yeah. What's the problem? I'm wrong west, go to war with everybody. Cut the grass for the snake, fuck the gossip. Front line with them soldiers, that's my posture. Gun drawn, tryna curse an imposter. Shit get out the pocket, go to war with everybody, yeah. Shit that hate make it to the featherweights. Niggas claim they hard, but they sweeter than a dedication. Hold on, think it's time to introduce. I'm a man and a beast and a step and a root. Hold on, and a G and wrong with them. Ain't on my level, I should let my dog get them. Niggas in they feelings, I don't feel them. Kid the Glocky with me, it was like I'm born with them. Be at the end, gotta stay patient. They hate me, Lord, I gotta stay patient. You one of them? What's the problem? I'm one west, go to war with everybody.
I'm from Philly, you get hot, you catch a cold case. I'm one west, these brothers trying to set my soul straight. They done turned me to a prophet from a demon, and I'm locked in this shit and I ain't leaving. Ski mask transform to war mode like I'm Voltron. Stamp on my head and my chest from the most high. Put something tight around your neck like a bow tie. Got my niggas waiting charged up like they phone died.
Red letter, drip clean, it looks so fly. Claim he riding, that's why I left his ass roadside. He gon' die, skyscraper to a nosedive. 9mm plus P, fuck a 4-5. The fuck wrong with him? Ain't on my level, I should let my dog get him. I see niggas in they feelings, I don't feel them. Kick the Glocky with me, it was like a ball with him. Be at the end, I gotta stay patient. They hate me, Lord, I gotta stay dangerous. You one of them? Yeah. What's the problem? I'm one west, go to war with everybody.
Testing 1 2, testing 1 2.
I can hear you.
All praises.
Shalom. It's crazy.
Hey, let's get the most hand in hand. I get the most hand in hand. Let's get the most high hand. Turn this off. All right, full attention. All right, I'm going to say Shalom, Yahweh, Shem Yahushua, Barakathum to the brothers, Yahweh Shamal, Latham, Bashem Yahushua to the sisters. Welcome back to Tuesday Night Brotherhood class. I got the heavy hitters back in effect. Priest Officer Alatazar, get that brother a hand. Priest and Officer Warrior, get that brother a hand. We about to rock it out, y'all. We back in full effect. Let's get this cracking. Hold on, let me move that real quick. Blocking my brother's face on here. Let me see. Hold on. Okay, that's the one. All right.
So you would have to run through my face, huh?
That's crazy.
Don't trip. We got you, my brother. We got you, my brother.
Cool water.
All right. Tuesday Night Brotherhood class, y'all. Welcome back. Let's do it. We are back again, getting back in on the topic. The Crafty Council. But before we start on that, man, get in on what's been happening recently with the young child who was unalived because of false accusations of shoplifting and chased down and hunted and brutally taken from this world because of the stigma that that blacks and Hispanics just don't got it like that. You know what I'm saying? First of all, I just want to say, you know what I mean, because of this is not Esau that's done these doings. This is why, you know what I mean, we don't just when we say Crafty Council, we're not just speaking about one nation.
Right.
We're speaking about all the nations who come against or have come against Israel. You know what I mean? It's not just one nation that's came against Israel.
Right.
I mean, majority of the nations of the world have came against Israel. Okay, blacks, Hispanics. So we got to understand. This is why it shouldn't be uncommon to have an enemy. It shouldn't be uncommon to be aware that people do not see you the same as you see them. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
And the Christian church has destroyed our communities by teaching us that everybody is all alike. That just leaves us unprepared on the battlefield. It leaves us unaware of what truly we need to be aware about. And this is a prime example of the things that we need to be aware about, of the people who we need to understand that don't have love for blacks and Hispanics. You get what I'm saying? This was a Moabite This was was he Korean or Chinese?
One of them two.
Yeah, something like that. But it's definitely a Moabite, and him and his family hunted down this young brother and took his life, and we expected justice from a nation that does not love blacks and Hispanics. And what do? They let that Moabite go home scot free with a slap on the wrist, and no charges were given. He left with just no consequences of anything. And yet, when has shoplifting ever became a death wish or a death sentence? I mean,
Right.
When did shoplifting become a death sentence? It doesn't. So how are you able to walk free for giving a death sentence for what you even if the young brother did steal something, which he didn't, it's still not a death sentence. That's still not something you need to unalive somebody for. He was fleeing also. He was fleeing. It's not like he was running towards them. The young brother was fleeing the scene, being chased and getting and running for his life.
If I may,
yeah.
He chased him over 130 yards. That's a football field from end zone to end zone with a little bit more.
All because he thought that he stole $2 worth of product.
Man, 4 water bottles.
Man,
and it goes to show you they can teach you to love everybody, but no one cares about you. Your life, your child's life, is not worth 4 water bottles to somebody.
Right.
And you're under craftiness where they'll tell you that we're all equal. I can guarantee you this. And here's the crazy, I was just thinking about, and I don't know if it's been said or not, but I wonder what type of neighborhood was that convenience store in. I bet for a young black male to be going to a convenience store, it has to be convenient to him in his neighborhood.
Right. I'm
sure this Asian man, this Moabite, has a convenience store in our neighborhood. I'm 90% sure of that. I don't know for a fact, but I'm just about 90% sure. And I hope and I pray that the parents of that young man never forgive them. Never forgive them. I want them to remember. I want them to zakar. Remember the days of old. Remember this. Don't forgive them, because what's going to happen, the more that we forgive them, the more it keeps happening. The Christian church is to blame for all of this. That going into Crafty counseling, the Christian church is to blame for this. Here's the crazy part. This happened in '91 with the little sister. I had the article pulled up. Here we go. Her name was, let's never forget her name, Latasha Harlins, was killed while buying juice. The shooter never went to prison. The 15-year-old slaying came after the Rodney King verdict, both of which led to the 1992 Los Angeles riots. If I may, I'd like to read the article from back in '92. While outraged over the verdict in the Rodney King case, in which 4 police officers accused of beating him were found not guilty, it's often cited as the flashpoint that triggered the 1992 Los Angeles uprising. It wasn't the only inciting incident. On March 16th, 1991, barely 2 weeks after videotape of King's beating made national news, 15-year-old Latasha Harlan stopped into a Los Angeles convenience store to buy orange juice, but wound up dead at the hands of the store's Korean-American owner, Soon Ja-dee. Right? Latasha had the money for the orange juice in her hand as she got up to the counter. It looks as if Mrs. Du has been watching her reflected in mirrors around the shop. She saw that Latasha had put the orange juice in her backpack, so she believed that she was trying to steal it, but she just put it in her backpack to carry it up to the counter. Mrs. Du accused her of stealing it before Latasha could give her the money. Harlan said she wasn't stealing the juice, which cost $1.79. and the two got into a fight captured by the store's surveillance cameras. This is the end of it right here. Latasha got the better of Mrs. Du, who fell down behind the counter. And when she came back up, she had a gun in her hand. Latasha doesn't say anything else. She turns around and starts to walk out, and Mrs. Du shoots her in the back of the head. This is 1991.
Jesus.
If the Christian church stopped telling you in 1991 that everybody's equal and God loves everybody and you should forgive everybody, what just happened last year to this 14-year-old would not have happened.
Right.
This is counsel. This is 30 years worth of counsel. 30 years worth of, we're going to go into your topic, 30 years worth of having Christian sellout leaders become the leaders of our community. 30 years worth of that gets your child unalive at a grocery store. I couldn't even imagine, talking to your child, waking up in the morning, sending them off to school, talking to them throughout the day, and then they want to go to the grocery store, and you get a phone call from the LA Police Department, LAPD, saying there's been an incident or accident with your child, and you're never going to see them again, and I need you to come identified about it. Who do we blame that on? Who do we blame that on? It's not our fault. We have to have some type of religion, some type of spirituality, some type of God. But the God that you set up for us and the people that you set up as leaders for us preaches that God loves everybody and we should always forgive. That is crafty counsel. We're not accepting that. We're not accepting that over here. And why should we be penalized for not wanting that to happen to our children? Why should we be penalized for believing in something else that'll make us safe? The scriptures tell us to separate. Why do you tell us to come together? The scriptures tell us to divide, but you want us all to come together as one. Who should I believe? The holy men that were moved by God to write the scriptures? Should I believe them, or should I believe you who think my child isn't worth $1.79 bottle of orange juice or $2 worth of water bottles? I yield.
Man, and woe unto the Pharisees who try to teach that salvation is for everybody. You know what I'm saying? Like, for you to teach that is pretty much saying that for all the wrongs that we see being done to our community, nobody deserves justice for it. That's what you're pretty much saying. Nobody deserves to be at fault for the things that we have to suffer on a day-to-day basis.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it's insane because you see the verdict go through, and then you hear the not guilty come from the judge, and then all you hear is the sobs from the mother. You know what I'm saying? All you hear is the tears and the sobs coming from the mother and the crowd. That's it. You know what I mean? And that's and for that woman, she would feel like she would never get justice. Exactly. If the Christian church was right, she would never get justice. All she would have to do is forgive and forget.
Come on, what would Jesus do?
What would Jesus do? Wouldn't Jesus just forgive them? You know what I mean? Like, do they even know who Christ was?
Imagine somebody unalived Mary.
Right.
He's not going for that.
James.
Come on. He's not going for that. And so why should we? Why should we be tricked into believing that someone can unalive your child and before they die, they can say, God forgive me, and both of y'all land up in heaven hand in hand?
Right.
I'm not believing that. I can't believe that. The scriptures tell me not to believe something like that. The scriptures tell me all the wrongdoings that happened to us, because of that in Egypt, he took away their firstborn child. Right. And the same way that lady cried is the same way the Egyptians cried because how they treated us. But that's going to happen again. That's going to happen again. Those plagues that were in Egypt, going to be more plagues that come to America. And you have to have it because that's the only way you can feel how we feel. That's the only. But imagine just driving down the street and every time you see a police officer and you see them all the time, you get nervous because this might be your last trip, and you didn't even do anything. Imagine that's psychological warfare right there. To say, oh, there go the police. You got to turn the light off in the car because police will pull us over. Oh, there go the police, kids. Sit still in this car because the police coming, because the police could unalive me in the car with you here. Now they can unalive your kids in the car. You're not worth anything in America, but yet our leaders, our given leaders, the one who like to keep their seats, they say, forgive, forget, God loves everybody. What would Jesus do? I know your child is unalived. He's dead. He's never coming back again. But get over it.
Right. And then for you got to imagine the way that a Moabite has to see Black or Hispanic to be able to take the life of a child. You know what I'm saying?
Come on.
Like you're taking, because you already know it's probably hella grown men, grown women up in there shoplifting all day. But it's it's just the children who they hunt.
Right.
It's safe to that man did not unalive that boy because he felt what he was doing was right for him and his family. He unalived him because he knew it was safe. He knew that young boy was a target practice.
Come on,
you know what I mean? He knew that he wasn't going to shoot back. He knew that he was just someone that he could get the up on. And something in his spirit rose up of a hatred, not just for the obvious innocent boy who was in his convenience store, but the hatred that he feels for his people.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And something sparked in his soul, and that hatred fueled up so much. He said, I'm just about to take this little boy out. I'm gonna chase him 100 yards. Mind you, this ain't no young spry Moabite. This is an older man. For him to have that much hatred in his body to chase down for 100 yards, this child shows that he really had to have a specific hatred for the nation that child represented. You know what I'm saying? And the only reason he chased him down because he was not a threat to him. If that boy was a grown man, there wouldn't be no issues. I mean, the grown man probably would have walked out the convenience store, no issues with that. He wouldn't have went to grab his gun. He would have never did none of that. But because he knew that this is a harmless, this is one of them that's harmless. I'm gonna show my authority. I'm gonna show how threatening I could be. So at first he wanted to scare him, and that scare led to, you know what I mean? All right, I'm about to really do this.
He felt more power, and that's why you never have fear. Because it's just like dealing with a bully, man. If you keep letting this bully attack you, he's gonna. He might throw a piece of paper at you one day in school. He might throw a pencil the next day if you don't do anything. He might throw an eraser the next day. Next thing you know, he's kicking your chair from up under you. He's flipping your desk. He's clowning you in front of the people. Next thing you know, it leads to him putting hands on you because of fear. Mm-hmm. Because you're fearful of what's going to happen. That's a bully. The only way to defend yourself against a bully is to stand up against a bully. Never turn your back on a bully because he's a coward. He didn't even shoot the boy in his face. The boy was running away. What goes on in your mind to say, yeah, this man is running. This 14-year-old boy is running, but I'm gonna gun him down. What is? He's not. His life is not even worth it. To say to, all right, you got the water bottles. I don't want you stealing my stuff, but you got the water bottle. You could just put a sign up and say banned. You know what I'm saying? You could have put a sign up and say banned. You can't come in this store no more unless you pay back what you owe. Whatever. And here's another part. Any black person who goes to that store after this is done, he should be ashamed. We should kick you out the neighborhood. That store shouldn't be up and running.
Yeah, they destroyed the store, but that's just an insurance claim. You know what I mean?
Right. He getting money off that.
Right. It ain't hurting them. No.
That's
it ain't
crazy,
gonna make
bro.
no difference. It's a 7-Eleven. You know what I mean?
That's crazy, bro.
It's an insurance claim. He gonna get his money and then he gonna just move on to the next black neighborhood. You know what I'm saying? So
his son gonna run the next store.
Right. That doesn't bring the boy's life back.
That's crazy, bro. That's crazy.
I mean, that doesn't reconcile for someone being taken that young who probably didn't even get to experience a lot of things that we experience living in life. You know what I'm saying?
Come on.
He missed out on all the experiences in life because of a situation of hatred, because of another nation who doesn't look at you the same way you look at them. So let's just get the matter of the fact pushed out, which is that you have been bamboozled, blacks and Hispanics. Right. You thought that we were all alike, and then it be the most delusional ones that want to battle us about, oh no, we all the same. Does this look like we all? Would you harm a child for shoplifting? You know what I'm saying? Are you the same as that Moabite who chased down a child 100 yards plus and shot him in the back? Would you do that? Are you the same as him?
You just let me know. I should stay away from you.
Right. Exactly. But if that boy would have known that we are not the same, right, and he would have been aware of his surroundings, the young brothers that we got in our school, you know what I mean, when we was at Passover, and then you had the little trolling content creator coming around them, trying to ask them questions with the Edomite. And what do they say? Right. Hey, bro, you need to back up. Come on, give me some space. You know what I'm saying? That is the exact knowledge you need. You can't shoot those brothers in the back. You can't sit over here and intimidate them brothers to run away from you. You get what I'm saying? Because they're aware of what exactly is going on in life. You get what I'm saying? This Hamite and this Edomite are not my people. They don't need to be in my space. They don't need to be around my family. They need to back up. And that's what they said. Back up. Back up. Need to back up. Like parting them out. Like, watch out. You get what I'm saying? That's what we do here in this school. And those brothers a little bit in the same age range as a brother who lost his life. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? And yet the knowledge that we feed our people, you would call it hatred, but we call it awareness. You get what I'm saying? Because you can't do that to our brothers. You're not able to be able to attack our brothers, and we don't see it coming. You know what I'm saying? We know who our enemy is. We know who to be aware about. We know who to be able to socialize with and to bring around our circle. You know what I mean? And that's the way that it should be. So the hatred that you say that we have it's obviously useful. Right. It obviously has some use, because if that same brother shared that hatred that we have for nations that come against us, then he would probably still be alive right now. These people thirst for blood. It wasn't about him stealing. The heathen wanted him unalive. Yep, that's exactly what we're talking about. That's exactly what we're saying. It had nothing to do with shoplifting. Shoplifting is not a death offense. Right. Man, you do not deserve to be executed only because you shoplifted.
Some water.
Water.
Water. $4 worth, I believe. Everything was 4 bottles of water. Something like that. I'm like, come on, bro. Go ahead, Sly.
Oh no, you good. You good.
I was gonna, tie that into the topic. Even from the reason why the Bible is so important and the Bible is used universally around, because the lessons that are in the Bible, when you really start to see, when you pay attention and open your eyes to what's going on now, it's all in the Bible. It's all in it. You see how some people were set up on high, how the Romans, how you have to, if the oppressor runs your nation, if you're under their foot, under their thumb, and they run your nation, for you to rise up in their nation, you must try to be like them. You must act like them. You must brown nose your way up.
Right.
You have to do what they do. You have to develop the same mindset that they have to come up in their kingdom. Christ spoke out about this. After he rose Lazarus from the dead, what happened? I'm going to read. This is the book of John, chapter 11, verse 45. Then many of the Jews which came to Mary and had seen the things which Yahushua did believed on him. Verse 46. But some of them went their ways to the Pharisees and told them what things Yahushua had done. You're looking at people who know how important the Pharisees are to the Romans. And instead of them like, we ain't even got to tell them because it don't matter to tell them. Let's go tell them anyway. They sneaking behind Christ's back to go tell the Pharisees who they know do not like Christ. So let's go tell the Pharisees about what Christ did. Verse 47. Then gathered the chief priests and the Pharisees a council and said, what do we? For this man doeth many miracles. If we let him thus alone, all men will believe on him, and the Romans shall come and take away both our place and nation. That's heavy. They see this man who, you got to remember, Nicodemus came to him by night in John the 3rd chapter. By night came up to him and was like, I know you're a priest of God, but this is a Pharisee coming to Christ by night. So the Pharisees know, nah, this dude is from God. This dude is doing miracles. He's healing the blind, healing people with cerebral palsy. He's raising the dead. Now we got to kill him. We got to unalive him, because if we don't, we're going to get kicked out of our seats from the Romans. That's insane. That's selfishness. And those are the same people that are in charge now. Those are your Christian leaders who are in charge now. Your Christian leaders ride around in a Rolls Royce because he's paid to teach what he teaches. He's paid that. Your Christian leader, your Christian pastor, do not want you knowing nothing about One West. He does not. That's why you never heard of us. We're in every city, but you never gonna hear about us. You got the Lord got to put it on you to find us. You got to look out to find us. Imagine a Christian pastor at the time, a Pharisee, a Sadducee, seeing what Christ did, seeing the miracles that he did, knowing the people were going to believe on him and follow him and do right and correct their actions and become a worthy nation, a worthy kingdom under God, a worthy kingdom under heaven. He's like, nah, I'm not going to give up this Rolls Royce. I'm not going to give up my seat under the Romans. I'm not going to have the Romans get rid of me. Because if he gets rid of me, he gets rid of my nation. Though my nation is in shambles right now, though my nation is ran horribly because I'm one of the leaders, I'm so selfish to the point, nah, we got to unalive this man. No, the way they unalive Christ is the way they unalive the truth. The way you have so many people arguing against us and coming up against us, they're telling, we can sit there and show them in the Bible all day. Yeah, Christ only died for the Israelites, the chosen seed of God, the house of Israel. Argue all day and be right all day. They'll still say we're wrong. And they'll still tell you God loves everybody while you living the way you live, and you can potentially go to the store and get shot in the back. When we're telling you the complete opposite of that. There's nothing different in this Bible. It's the same thing, man. We were dying back then, and all they cared about was wearing the purple. All they cared about was having a seat up under Rome. All they cared about was being a high-class, second-class citizen.
Right.
The Christian church, bro, look, right after the boy got unalive, the Christian church still was doing Christian church things. The Christian church didn't stop being the Christian church because the boy got unalive. They didn't do it in 92 and 91 on March 16th when the teenager got unalive. Why do you think they're going to do it now? They didn't do it back then when Christ was walking around. Even in the Maccabean time. They didn't do it then. They seen what was happening, and they still said, I'm going to sell out anyway. And these are your leaders. These are your leaders today. I yield.
Yep. Shoot.
That's crazy.
I can take it a little bit deeper too. And it's like, for those leaders to have that mindset, really what they want, their true aspect is, God forbid that these people just get a little bit smarter. You know what I'm saying? It's not the image of what they are. It's the image of how you see them. It's what you portray them to be. That's what they're pushing towards. God forbid this person makes you this person who's coming, waking up the dead, healing the sick, doing all these things. God forbid he makes you just a little bit more intellectual, that you know what I mean, and make you a little bit more smarter, so that you realize that we full of shit. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, that's all it is. To keep our people as dumb as possible has always been the goal. They took away books during slavery. You know what I mean? Now the books that they feed us today has absolutely nothing to do with knowledge. You got people who study being politicians, study all the laws, and study all of the history of America and everything like that, but that still didn't take away their hatred that they have for their people.
Right.
It still doesn't solve the mental delusion of feeling like we're all connected and we're all one nation. It doesn't fix that. That's where they keep you stuck at, because once you get deep down into the history of what America truly is, you know that it's always been attacking these specific people. For what? What is the reason for it? We've never been a threat to them. We've never been something that could possibly rise up against them. So why have they've been attacking these weak nations so much and keeping them so low? Like, what's the reason for it? You would think that it would make, like, having all that knowledge of America and the laws and history and politics and all that stuff like that would make you more smart to that fact. But really, they keep everything from you. All the knowledge that you should have for the things that you should really know would only lead to you having a distinctive hatred for the people who've done it to you. But they keep that from you. You know what I mean? You can be as smart, you can have as many PhDs as you want to. That's not going to cure anything. You can have as many master degrees as you want to. It's not curing the delusion that you have, thinking that we are all one nation, and that's for somehow that this nation, this place, America, is for your people. You know what I'm saying? So honestly, one of the qualifications, and people will never tell you, but one of the qualifications for people who have that mindset is that you have to hate your people.
Yeah.
You have to have some type of disgust for your people. That's why you dress different. That's why you try to dress like the white collar American. That's why you try to blend in and be in the parties and speak a certain type of way. You have to have a hatred towards your blackness. You have to have a hatred towards your culture. You get what I'm saying? Otherwise, you can't go as high up to the higher ups. With I mean, you got what? You got what's his name again? Jay-Z and stuff like that. Who try
rapper.
Yeah, the dreads and everything like that. But he's distinctively used to be the face of black people.
Crafty Counsel.
Crafty Counsel.
He did it. So can you.
Right. But technically, when you see the works of the brother, he hates his people.
Right.
He signs deals that doesn't help his people get up out of anything. He just takes money from his artists. Like he technically he creates the image of being a oneness with your culture just so he can deceive you. Same thing with Obama. Obama took on the image of an African American man, but really he's just an African man, and he knows himself. He knows his culture, but the image that he took on was that he was one of the descendants of a slave, and he's not. He wasn't anything but. He was used as a plant to try to take on the image, but also destroy the people. You know what I'm saying? So that's crafty within itself as well. These plants that we allow to be within our communities, these plants that we allow only because you might share some type of cultural aspect with us, then we all of a sudden just take you in as one of our leaders.
Right.
Justin Timberlake. What's his name? Justin Bieber.
Don't get a white boy that can dance and sing.
Exactly. All you got to do is rap mid. And if you a white rapper, you one of the best rappers.
Crazy.
Because why? Because he understands our culture. Oh, he's representing us. But really, this is just a wolf in sheep's clothing.
That's it. He's gonna take from you the same way everybody else takes from you. Mm-hmm. When you look at the people who are in charge, or the people who come into a culture vulture, all they do is just take advantage of the poor. That's it. They take advantage of your poor behind, and you fall for it every time. Imagine voting. Imagine being 70 years old and voting. You're 70. You was around the civil rights movement. You've seen the Jim Crow era. You've witnessed this. You know the history. Your parents are old enough at 70. Your parents are old enough to tell you anything as of now, and you still vote.
Right.
4 years. You vote every 4 years since you've been 18 or 21. I don't even know the voting age because I don't vote. You've been voting every year, and your community keeps getting worse and worse and worse and worse and worse. Every 4 years, the guy who's running for president or woman now who's running for president tells you the same thing. We're going to fix this. We're going to fix this. We're going to do this for you. We're going to do this for Americans. We're one people, one nation under God. God loves us all. I swear on the Bible. For black people, I'm going to change your situation. Hispanics, I'm going to change your situation. You will now be allowed into America. Then you won't be allowed into America. I'm going to take gas prices down. Gas prices going through the roof. I'm going to get you more jobs. It's been the most recorded unemployment in the history of America. I'm going to do so much for you. And I'm not going to do it, though. But your dumb ass is going to vote for me. It doesn't. Right. Like that they have been training you since a child. They've been training you since you come out the womb. They've been telling you the sky is green and the grass is blue. And you like, yep. And then somebody come around and be like, no, the sky blue and the grass is green. Nope. I'm going to vote. You ask them, what has voting done for you? Let's not talk about nobody. What has voting done for you? You don't know anything. You should stop voting. The only person that should vote is people that got political science majors. Because they're the only ones who know anything, and they don't know anything. You should stop. You should stop voting. You should stop believing that the police officer is your friend. You should stop giving the pastor all your money. I get it. You've been trained to do it. You've been brain polluted to do it. Your whole life has been to do what everybody else do. I have to celebrate my birthday. I gotta get drunk as hell and get a train ran on me, because that's how I celebrate a birthday. Because that is the way we celebrate birthday. I gotta put a candle in a cake and blow it, because that's just what we have to do. I gotta go twerk at a high school graduation, because that's just what we have to do. You gotta stop.
Right.
You have to stop. And I know you don't know how to stop, because they've been brainwashing you since you was a child. I know you grew up with them type of parents. The only reason why you go to church is because your parents go to church. And the only reason why they go to church is because your grandparents go to church. The only reason why your grandparents go to church is because your great-grandparents go to church. The only reason why they was going to church because they was burning their damn eyes out. That's it. That's the only reason why you go to church. If you're a Catholic and you're Hispanic, it's the same thing. I don't know how you don't see it at this point. Like their eyes are so blind. They're wide open, but they can't see anything. And it's our job to unconfuse you. You're confused right now. What happened to that boy was never supposed to happen. Right. That's not supposed. If we do what God tells us to do, that doesn't happen. I know I'm long with it, but I'm really thinking about it. If you do what God tells you to do, Nobody can get you. What the scripture say? His words were smooth as butter, but war is in his heart. I'm not trusting nothing you say to me. I don't give a damn about nothing at work, and you tell me I need to work hard and you give me promotion. Nah, I'm not believing that. I'm not believing that. I'm not gonna give you all my time and do extra hours for you not to give me no promotion, because that's what you're gonna do. Because I know what you do. You're preying on me. You're preying on my people. You're not confusing me. I'm not falling for it. I'm not gonna allow you to unalive my child and then I hug you, or you unalive my brother and I hug you and say I forgive you. I'm not doing it. I refuse to get played, to get tricked like that. I refuse to do it. I yield, man.
Could you imagine the casket that man rolled in once he's, if the heaven that Christians made exist, if he's seeing his mother and his family hugging the person who brutally shot him to death, you know what I mean? Like, could you imagine the casket he would roll in? Like, that casket would do a whole 360. That man be rolling so much. You know what I mean? Just watching your family hug the person, and try to give mercy to the person. And not just that, cried when that person was found guilty.
Come on.
Could you imagine? You hate me. You don't love me. You didn't love me as a brother. You didn't love me as a friend, and you definitely didn't love me as a son, because you wept from the person who hunted me. You wept for that person. You know what I mean?
If I may, Zephaniah 2:1, gather yourselves together, yea, gather together, O nation not desired. Before the decree bring forth, before the day pass as the shaft, before the fierce anger of the Lord come upon you, before the day of the Lord's anger come upon you. They got you. They tell you God loves everybody. You're supposed to love everybody, though you hate everybody that's you. If a black person, hear me out. And I've seen it. I've been there. I've seen it. When a black person unalives a black person, and both sides of the family are at the court, and let's say even if he gets found guilty or not guilty, the side of the family that was unalive, those family members are fighting those other family members, and they're trying to get their hands on the unalive. I've seen it with my own eyes. This happens, a whole nother nation, a whole nother race unalives our people, and what do our people do? They go hug them and say, "We forgive you."
Right.
What are we doing here? That's how you know it's in the brain. What are we doing here? You don't even have that same mercy and forgiveness for your own, but you'll do it for them, because you don't even see your people worth more than the water bottle. I hope y'all get that. You will forgive. Don't worry about it. It's cool. I'm gonna forgive them because God told me to. Jesus told me to forgive them. Jesus told me to turn the other cheek, even though it has nothing to do with that. But you won't even turn the cheek for your own. And you want me to believe what you believe. You want all of us to fall under that ideology because your Christian pastor told you to. What? I'm not falling for that, man. I'm not falling for that, man. I'm not doing that, man. I'm not forgiving Mr. Chow for unaliving that boy. I'm not.
And that's the Crafty Council as well. Is they convinced us that forgiveness should only be for us. We should forgive for everybody else, even though we're the most abused. We still have to be the ones to forgive for everybody else. You know what I mean? Like, where was I going with that? What was that situation? Okay, so we was talking about the situation with the lady, and then we're talking, and I swear I had a whole point, and it's like flew off the back of my mind. It just flew off the back of my mind. But just going into them having Crafty counsel on making us be the ones to forgive. Oh yeah. Well, back to my mind, that is only considered into the Black and Hispanic nations.
Right.
Not considered for everybody else. If you see what America is a Christian country, right? Christians are supposed to forgive, right? So why, when 9/11 happened, why didn't anybody forgive? What was it? Afghanistan?
Iraq. And Iran. Mm-hmm.
Why didn't they forgive them? Why did we have to go and bomb and unalive millions and millions of people? Why couldn't we just forgive them for what they did? Because it was only about a certain few people who did it, right? It's a terrorist group. It was a terrorist. Right. It wasn't a whole country. It was a terrorist group, and yet all white Americans supported America going out and unaliving millions to the millions of Iraqians because of that situation that happened. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
So if Christians are meant to forgive, and if anything comes to harm for you and your people, why didn't they forgive on 9/11? Why did they go out and unalive millions of people? And why did people support that? Why did the people who taught you that you should forgive for the abuse that's going on with you? Why did they support the unaliving of millions of people because of one group? You know what I'm saying? Like we have potentially been pushed so far and deep into ignorance that we can't even think for ourselves no more. You get what I'm saying? Like when it comes to us thinking for ourselves, we do dumb stuff. They do like the women with the twerking and patting on the butt. Like they literally get dressed and go out to do that. You know that, right?
Yes.
They don't go out to find a suitable man to be able to provide for them in their household, to have a family or anything like that. They literally go out to make a video of them twerking and patting each other's butts with their tongues out. That's what happens when we are pushed in position to think for ourselves. This is a thing. This is a thing. You literally spend hours getting dressed up for that clip.
Come on.
When a man comes up to you, he tries to entice you. Hey, what's going on? What's your name? Ugh. Like no, I'm good. No, I'm good. I guess
worst you can say is no.
That's the goal. The goal is to. I mean, for the majority of brothers, certain brothers just got the gift. But
right.
You know what I mean? For majority of the brothers who try to go out and entice this type of woman, she's only there for one specific reason, and that's just to twerk, smack her friend's butt, and to stick her tongue out and get that on clip. That's it. That's the fun. They dress for that.
And that's what's promoted. So if you got a daughter, I got a daughter.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But that's all our daughter's gonna see. These grown women that are praised, that are looked up on as the women of our community, these are the women that our daughters will see. And you have a whole hell of a battle to make sure that they don't turn out to be that. Crafty counsel is telling a women's lib, that she can freely and openly just have sex with anybody she wants. And she should not be ashamed of it. That's crafty counsel. Because you know what that creates? That creates broken homes, that creates broken daughters, that creates abortions. The only reason why you can put abortion clinics in our neighborhood is because your craftiness to tell our women that they can be free with their bodies, that they can be free with their vaginas. That's the only reason why abortion clinics can be in our neighborhood. Because if they weren't taught those things, they would not be out here having frivolous sex like a cat in heat,
right?
Like a donkey in heat,
right?
That's why we have counsel. That's why we have counsel to fight their counsel. What the scripture say? We don't wrestle with what it say?
Flesh and blood.
Flesh and blood, principalities and spirits. That's what we wrestling. The counsel is your consciousness, your mindset, your morality. I shouldn't have. Even when we talk about arranged marriages for our children, they can't see arranged marriages as a good thing because let's say them Arab countries, they be doing arranged marriages and them sisters don't even know them brothers. Even like East India, them sisters don't know them brothers and they be beating the hell out their wives.
Right.
That's not how it's gonna go in here. But because that's what they show you, that's what you think it is. Polygyny in here. Because that's what someone shows you, that's what you think it is. Rulership, blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans running the world. You can't see us doing it in righteousness because of what you see. That's crafty counsel. You'll fight the fact that you're supposed to rule the world because you just think it's the same thought process as Esau, as Edom. It's not the same. I look at my daughter, I'm like, okay, how do I raise her up? I look at her mom. How do I get her mom to raise her correctly? How do we tell her that? How do we show her and fight the counsel, the crafty counselness against her? How do we show her and tell her your vagina is valued? It means something. And you shouldn't just give it away frivolously because you're in heat. You gotta fight that. You gotta fight it. You gotta fight their counsel with your counsel. Righteous judgment or unrighteousness. Which one do you want? I have to fight. You have to tell your son, hey, don't be emotional and don't walk around looking to, bully somebody or put your hands on somebody just because something happened to you. Because you're hurt, because you're mad. You have to teach them. They only show you in the movies niggas shooting people. That's it. Crafty counsel is movies. I can barely watch black. I can watch them because I have the eyes to watch them.
Right.
But I don't even really like watching them. It's only for nostalgia at this point, but I don't really like watching them because it's always wickedness. It's always evil doing. There's always unrighteousness in our movies. There's never a man and a wife. They both have good paying jobs. They're boring as hell. They go out on date night once every 2 weeks. Mm-hmm. They're raising their children correctly to be doctors or whatever. You never see that.
Right.
You always just see some black people struggling and shooting each other or selling drugs. Hispanics, same type of show. You can never see a nice Hispanic home, nice and kind, respectful, honor, hold themselves up with dignity. You don't see that. They're only going to show you what they see you as. All these white movies, man, all the white movies, them 50 first dates, rom-coms is my favorite thing. 50 first dates, Alone Came Polly, things like that. But they only gonna show white people. There's no way a black man could fall in love with some sister that got amnesia every day and take out on dates. That it's just impossible. Because that's just not what it is. I noticed white movies start off as a white man and a white woman meeting each other, and at the end of the movie, they get married and they live happily ever after. Black people, they start off married and then they just fight throughout the whole movie. You ever seen How to Be a Player? It's another movie with Vivica A. Fox and Morris Chestnut. I forget the name, but they both running game on each other, and one of them just trying to get over on the other one. And
right, yeah.
I remember I was young when that came out. I remember my older cousin was like, "They teaching you game. They teaching you game." Mm-hmm. I'm like, and guess what? Man, they ain't got no man. they got 4 kids and no man. That movie did not pan out the way you wanted to pan out. What we see is not what is. It's not reality. It's not how we righteously should do something. And they know that. That's why they pay an entertainer so much money. That's why you pay rappers so much money for shows, to dumb you down. That's why they pay actors and actresses so much money to pay you down. But the people who actually do something, a teacher, a middle school teacher gets paid nothing. she damn near get paid minimum wage. The person who's raising your badass kids for 8 hours a day gets paid less than you. This is the most important person in the community. The teacher teaching your child arithmetic and math and science and reading, how to read, how to spell, how to write. They get paid nothing. The person who's raising your child and giving your child education gets paid nothing, while some entertainer who's just going to tell you nothing but sinning gets paid the most amount of money. It's the same reason why they wanted to kill Carson.
And going back off of what you were saying too, like Tyler Perry, he's like the gatekeeper for destructive households now. You know what I mean? You can't watch a movie with him where if it's not like no
infidelity,
getting his family destroyed because he decided to deal with another woman, or a woman she can't trust a man, so she just out messing with dealing with a whole bunch of different men and just throwing her box out everywhere. Like there's nothing that you don't see that's not a dysfunctional black family when it comes to
right.
Tyler Perry is the gatekeeper for dysfunctional black families. And then not just that, who is this target audience? Christians.
Come on, man.
And not just modern day Christians. He captivated the hearts of elder Christians.
Bro, that's how it started with the plays.
Women.
Come on, man.
The women that sit in the front and got the big hats, they go home and watch Tyler Perry movies. You know that. He went and captured the hearts of modern. If you all the way down to from a teenage age all the way up to the big hat women who sit in front of the church, he captured all the hearts of those Christians, and now every household is destroyed because of that. You know what
if
I mean?
I may,
Go ahead.
I remember back in the day, because we from down there, so we had the plays when he actually did like the live plays. So we had them before he got to the movies. So we had the tapes or the DVDs. I forget what it was back then. Anyway, and now that I look back at it, his role was Big Mama. His role was the big hat lady at the front of the church, because that lady sitting at the front of the church mean as hell, and that was his role. That he's got to give it up to him. Get that brother a hand. He's smart as hell. Because if you can get Big Mama, the matriarch of the family, to buy the DVD and want everybody to watch it, oh, it just goes on down. Tyler Perry is just a way of life now. I've been seeing Tyler Perry since I was, 10, 12. I'm 35 years old. I watched him, man, 20 years. You know what I'm saying? I've been watching this man for 20 years. I see the community, his target audience, I see it just keep going down and down.
Down.
Wow, his money increases, man. This is
a Billy. Buddy got a bill.
A Billy.
He got a Billy.
Come on, man.
A Billy, and then not just that. He sucked so much life out of the black community, the Christian black community. Now I don't think they noticed the hypocrisy. He's making rated R movies now.
That's crazy.
He's making rated R shows now, only mature audience only. He's making male stripper shows. He's making rated R movies, but the Christian church ain't gonna sit back and hold TD Jakes accountable for getting baptized in the blood of Tyler Perry, fainting on stage after Tyler Perry gave him that rated R blessing, huh?
Come on, man.
That mature only blessing.
Come on, man.
And he sat there fainting on stage, but the Christian church is not going to hold that man accountable. They're going to continue to keep on feeding this dragon. You get what I'm saying? They're going to continue to keep on feeding this dragon that is obviously grown and dangerous enough to destroy each and every black household that you see. You get what I'm saying? For some reason, our people have been so counseled into self-destruction. Like it's hard to shake it now. It's either we can just go about and just let the destruction happen and just eventually vanish. You know what I mean? Because you can't survive. You can't survive the destruction that our oppressor did. Our oppressor goes day in, generation to make sure that you cannot continue to keep on thriving through. Eventually, we will be abolished if it wasn't for, you know what I mean, God's mercy. If it wasn't for Christ's sacrifice, we eventually will be demolished because we are enticed and in love with self-destruction now. Now we are we have to be en route of killing ourselves. If the music don't have it, we can't listen to it. If the movie don't have it, we can't watch it. If the social media algorithm doesn't have it, then we can't entertain it. We cannot support things that don't support our self-destruction. We have already put ourselves into the mouths of the beast. But it's like that counsel. That's some cold counsel, boy. That's why you got to say that Esau is a worthy adversary.
He's a worthy adversary.
How do you mentally transform someone's mind into fiending for the destruction, like drug addicts?
Right.
We fiend for the destruction. We need to have that feeling of self-infliction. You know what I'm saying? We cannot go on in life it's not entertaining to us unless it's detrimental to us.
Right.
How do you have such a idealistic counsel of, okay, this is how we're gonna get them on this one? You know what I mean? Like, we're gonna make them so destroyed that they are going to beg us to kill them. They're gonna beg us to unalive them. They're gonna beg us to give to them what we want to do to them in the first place. That is some craftiness that you can never even, and that's the only thing he's good at. He doesn't build anything.
Exactly.
He doesn't create things. All he can, the best thing that he does in creation is hunting and unaliving. That's it. But this hunter, you know what I'm saying? Like fish in the sea don't stand a chance. They got motion waves where you can just see exactly where a fish at, right in the middle of the ocean. You know what I'm saying? Like fish don't stand a chance. Deer don't stand a chance. Any type of exotic animal doesn't stand a chance. Like, he has created this hunting ability, not just he's created it for all things. I can destroy all things through the Christian Jesus Christ who strengthens me. You know what I'm saying?
Philippians 18.
But yeah, so
that's crazy.
No, you good.
When you really think about what they do, they have you believing this is a great place. The same way when we left Egypt, Israelites was like, we need to go back to Egypt because I was living good over there. I don't want to be on my own. I don't want to build up a nation from scratch. That's of my own understanding. I don't want to do that with my own God. I want to go back to Egypt and worship their 300 and some gods. Same thing with America. We can tell you all this about America and what America has done and the blood that is built on and the amount of blood that roams the ground now that God hears. Life is in the blood. You can hear it. You know all the reservations it was built on, all the barrios it was built on, all the ghettos, all the backs that it was built on of the slaves. And you still would be like, yeah, America great, bro. Like, America is only great if you're a sinner. It's only great if you're a sinner. I remember Yawasop and I had a conversation about that some years ago. He was like, damn, boy, I see why a sinner like America. Yes. I see why. You can do whatever the hell you want to do here. And God cannot judge you. God can't judge you here. You can do every evil act under the sun. You can unalive somebody for some water bottles and nothing happens to you. That's this. As long as they're black and Hispanic, you can unalive them and nothing will happen to you.
Right.
Which trains our young sons to unalive one another. Because they know in America, your life does not matter. I can unalive you. They're gonna do an investigation for a week. If don't nobody say nothing, we'll let you go free. And unless we can get some information on you, then you're gonna go to prison anyway, and we're gonna get that sweat equity out of you. That's America.
Sweat equity is insane.
That is what they want from you. That's all you are. You're not a person. You're sweat equity. Like you said, he killed the young man, or he unalived the young man. They tore down the store. He gets off scot-free, not guilty, and he gets the insurance money. He wins. He wins. And we continue to lose. And some Christian will still tell you this is the place that we should be at. Yeah, I yield. That's crazy.
I got Matthews 24:11.
Yes, sir.
Matthews 24:11, and it says, "And many false prophets shall rise, and shall deceive many. And because iniquity shall abound,
come on,
the love of many shall wax cold." That's what everything that we talking about, that is all within that precept. You know what I'm saying? The leaders that we have that they are implanted in our communities, the Tyler Perrys, the Christian churches, you know what I'm saying? Like all these things are all abound on iniquity. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
On evil, on unrighteousness. Because if it was righteous, then you have to start using your sense of thought.
Right.
You cannot build something that is built off of blood and have a moral standard. It does not make any sense.
Right.
Because once you start to think morally, then you have to say, wait a minute, but y'all wrong for this. That's something that America does not want. America, white men, white women, white children, the new generation of white people do not want you to feel like anything that happened or happens to your people is unrighteous if they're doing it.
Right.
You know what I mean? If it's under their hands. Every time we sit over here and tell Edomite something about the wrongs that was done to us, what is the first thing they say? I didn't do it. You know what I mean?
Which is why we need the Bible.
Exactly. I didn't do it. That were you a slave? Like that's an out, because we still are damaged and still face the consequences of what slavery has done to us. Only slavery and a mindset of a slave will allow a Moabite to come into your community and to unalive your children.
Come on, man.
That's a mentality of a slave. That's not a free person. That's not a person who's free. You sat there and expected justice from who? The same people that you said that God loves and gives salvation to?
You're expecting justice from a criminal himself?
From a criminal himself.
The judge is a criminal.
The Moabite did his bidding.
Right.
Like, oh, you got to him before I could.
Everybody got a body.
You handled them before I could.
Come on, man.
You did them the same way I would have did them. I probably would have shot them in the teeth. That's how they feel. You know what I'm saying? So how can blacks and Hispanics still see so many unrighteous things happen to our people? Like literally, the whole ICE thing was a hunt for innocent people. It was a hunt for innocent people. Did we budge? No. Now we're back to heading into holiday season.
Come on. And we finna make America rich.
Make America great again.
Come on, man.
Right? So when does oh yep, go ahead.
The last quarter, America gets most of its money. America is a business.
Mm-hmm.
It's a corporation disguised as a country. It's just a big business. The last quarter of America is when they make their money. Halloween, Thanksgiving, that's why they put Black Friday there, Cyber Monday, Christmas, New Year's. New Year's Eve, New Year's. There you go. That's the money. When you break down America, every month is something. Every month there's a holiday, a holiday you got to spend your money for and celebrate it. That's how they get their money. They don't care. They don't mind. They don't mind corrupting you because they know, or they don't mind doing wrong to you because they know they've corrupted you so much that you're still going to give them your money. You're still going to serve them. They're still going to be your master. Imagine I unalive your child, but you're going to serve my holidays. You're gonna be missing one at that table on Thanksgiving, but you're still gonna have Thanksgiving. You're gonna be missing someone to give presents to on Christmas, but you're still gonna have Christmas. You're gonna be sad, but you're still gonna have Christmas. You're gonna be missing one on New Year's Eve when that clock hits 12 o'clock and you bring it into New Year's. You're gonna miss it, but you're still gonna celebrate it. That is the best way that I can put a destroyed people out there. When you're that destroyed to where even in your saddest moments, you still do what they tell you to do. You still celebrate their days of happiness is now your days of sadness, but you still celebrate.
Still got to do it.
Come on, man.
And you know,
That's
the crazy thing about this whole thing is pretty much what the brother is saying is it's your fault, blacks and Hispanics. It's your fault. Like, we are the masters of our destiny, and we are the masters of our destruction as well.
Come on.
We consistently fall for the okie doke. You know what I'm saying? It's your fault. You got to be able to wake up and get out of the effects of brainwashing. And we talking to you too, you fake righteous people. Like, it's so many fake righteous people out here. Oh, well, I'm in the truth. I'm in the truth. You're not in the damn truth.
Right.
I have not yet seen one person since the fall of all these fake Israelite groups. I haven't seen one fake Israelite come out and say, I was wrong. Y'all was right. Y'all got something going over there. Y'all seem to have it together over there. I went from this group to this group to this group, and all have been able, leaders have shown that there's some base of wickedness that this particular group has came out of, but you have not seen any black, Hispanic take any type of accountability and come out and say, you guys are right.
And if I may, because they came from camps that strive with division or came from division or were created out of division, instead of them coming in here, and we strong as hell, instead of them coming up in here, you know what that person is going to do? He's going to start his own camp. Right. He's going to start his own school, knowing he doesn't know a damn thing. You are just a reflection of your leaders. Your leaders are from breakoffs. So what you're going to do, and you see Genesis fail, I would like to see a Genesis person come in here. That's what we want. We want you to leave those places and come in here. That's what the Lord wants. The Lord says for us to come together. But you know what you're going to do? You're going to just start your own thing. Or you might not even start your own thing. You know what you might do? You might just become an individual, like, and then just talk about camps and how camps are bad, even though One West has been around since 1969 and hasn't fallen yet. Even though your school has been around for 10 years. That's it? Your school's around for 5 years and it failed?
You gave them too much time on that one, brother. Ain't no 10 years. Ain't no 10-year nothing up out here.
6 months. You're an infant. Your school is drinking baby milk formula. You know what I'm saying? Formula baby milk.
Right.
And we tripping. Man,
nah. If I could step up in this too, I'm watching y'all. If you watching right now, I'm watching y'all. See, a lot of our brothers, we want to, you know what I mean, we tend to the flock. You know what I'm saying? I'm watching y'all. I know the individual. I see it online. I'm following y'all. I see it. The individual lights have erupted on social media. And they you can't even make a post or a comment for these individual lights without them all going to battle in the comment section. Oh yeah, brother, but they are at pure war with. Just imagine if the Isupk failed.
Come on.
Imagine if Commander General Hanna failed.
Boy,
it would be warfare when it came to what this truth actually was. I don't think that the world would even be able to have the truth ever, because there's so many different ideologies of what the truth is. You know what I'm saying? If you are not in the ISUPK, you are not in the truth. We know, we see y'all over here. I see y'all. I see the women who think that they famous, and over here, oh yeah, we'll see the unrighteousness of the cancer. I know how many marriages you've been through this year. I know how many men you slept with this year. I'm following y'all, and I'm just waiting for that specific moment where somebody want to come and break out and say something. You gonna be a skit too. You gonna be a skit too, because you know your business. Y'all do good at trying to hide it and everything like that. But it's something about blacks and Hispanics. When we get into some turmoil, we have to go online and shed our emotions. Come on, man. Well, we see y'all too. And it's hilarious because it's always the camp's fault. The camp's fault. All you're doing is trying to point in the direction not towards us, because there are no more camps. There are no more establishments that exist that you can consider a camp. There's only Christian religious places, churches that exist. That's it. You cannot consider it. When you say camps, that's like a byword. That's like saying cheating. You know what I'm saying? Racism. Oh, you're a racist. It's a byword. When you say camp, you're just trying to turn, because everybody would consider ISUPK as a camp. We're a brotherhood though. We're not a camp at all. We are school. We go to camp. We go to camp, but we are a established establishment based on brotherhood. We are not a camp. But they say camp as a byword so people can get triggered when they see establishment that has been formed since 1969. Right. They want you to look the other direction. See, that's why I told you about them camps. No. Don't put us in that trickery. Don't put us in that byword, you damn Edomite. Because Edomites are always the ones using bywords, racist, all that. I don't even want to go through the whole bywords again. But all those bywords, that's what Edomites do. They use bywords to try to negate the wrongs that they've done. You've done wrong. You sat over here and thought that you were better than the program. You sat over there that thought that you were the chosen one and that you knew better. Nobody has came out and said, I wasn't righteous. I have a bad judge of character. I'm a horrible leader. You like now it's to the point where it's like it's just like I see y'all fighting in them comments, boy, and it is hilarious to me. It is so funny to me that they in sheer battle. Everybody thinks they got the truth. Everybody.
I be like, all y'all. It's so many individuals. Why y'all just don't come together and go form your own thing? Because y'all, you're just all against us.
That's it.
That's it. You're in that. It's really just everybody versus us.
That's it.
And I'm okay with it. I've always been that type of nigga. I've always been that. All my favorite wrestlers was heels. I've never liked the good guys, man. I always like heels. Babyface kayfabe, I've always liked heels. That's just what I am. I always like the NBA defensive player that everybody hates. I've always liked
right.
I love being there. Okay, that's fine. I don't have to go what you want. Here's what I know. Just because you see something happening in a fake group don't mean it's happening over here. And you want it to happen over here. Like you said, they can't, bruh. And here's the crazy part. One West will never fail. You know why? Mm-hmm. Because somebody else will just pick up the banner that was taught by that man. Right. The same way. It doesn't stop. It don't stop. Because if it came down to the last person in here, I'm holding the banner up. I'm not doing nothing else. If everybody else just fail or something, I guarantee you, let's say everybody just died in some big accident. I bet I'd be One West.
Shoot, my leader had to do that. Our leader had to do that.
He had to do it.
He had to do it. Down to the last man. By himself.
Come on, man.
That's crazy.
Come on, man. He didn't break off and say, I'm just being individual. Like, no, you knew what? Because he knew something that you didn't know. He knew the importance of the Bible. He knew the importance of Zephaniah 2:1. He knew he got to keep this school running and that truth running so brothers have a place to be together and come together and have a safe haven. He knew something that you don't know. He knew how to be a leader. He knew something that you don't know. He knows how to be selfless. He knew something that you would never understand. It's how to care about others more than you care about yourself. When they tell the story about how that man was sleeping in a basement and putting all his money into, I believe, the Philly school or the Baltimore school, one of the two. My brain is a little shaking right now. And putting it into one of them schools, that tells you a lot about a man. You think that man can't be riding around in a Rolls Royce right now? That tells you a lot about a man. That funding things and building a nation, to build a nation, the leader has to be so selfless. He has to be selfless. Moses was out there. When we was going to war, Moses had to hold his arms up for us to win. When his arms was getting tired. His arms were tired. Brothers had to come under him and hold his arms up so we could keep with it. You ain't understand. That's how this works. He got brothers under him that hold his arms up if his arms get tired. Because he know how to delegate properly. That's a leader. That's an owner. That's a CEO. That's a manager. That's something your leader in your fake Israelite group, that's what he's not. He was stealing your money and getting pumped in the behind. The other one was stealing your money and pimping. Yeah, you know, I don't know what the other guy, I don't know what he's doing.
He's very quiet.
I don't know what he's doing, but he's taking trips to Africa to go find General butt naked. That's a fact. You can go look it up. He used money to go to Africa to go find a man named General butt naked. Yeah, and that's what you're in. Not me though. Not me though. I'm holding this one waistband until I die. That's it. I yield, bro.
Crafty Counsel, my brothers and sisters. Crafty Counsel is detrimental to understand that as long as you play the fool, you're gonna be the fool.
Most time, Christ.
You know what I'm saying? A crafty counsel cannot work on a wise man who follows his Bible. Cannot work. You cannot convince me to eat pork if God told me not to, and I fear God. You cannot convince me to hate my brothers if God told me not to, and I fear God. You cannot make a crafty counsel exist if me and my brothers have the fear of the Lord. So that is the solution to all. You need to start fearing the Lord. Stop thinking about yourself and your pockets and your hatred for the school and all your pride and everything like that. Get up out of that nonsense because you're going to continue to get deceived by crafty counsel. Just follow the Lord and be wise. Fear the Lord, be wise. You know what I mean? And you ain't got to worry about anything that is plotted against you, because consistently, for generation to generation, blacks and Hispanics have all been plotted against. And it's time for us to wake the hell up and figure out that no longer will we accept that crafty counsel from our oppressors. No longer will you be able to unalive our children. And we can't do anything about it. No longer will you. The worst fear of all oppressors is for blacks and Hispanics to stand together. Every time when they cause an uproar and blacks finally start to get mad, they always try to find a way to slowly but surely give you something to settle your anger. You know what I'm saying? Give them something. Just give them one thing. Give them a leader. Give them some money. Give them something. You know what I'm saying? And right now, they about to give you the holiday season. You ain't going to be mad no more. You're going to forget about everything that happened throughout the year. And then we're going to start again, and they're going to do the same thing all over and all over again. Get your mindset out of this whole thing where I'm too afraid to fear the Lord and work with these brothers who obviously love their people and love this truth. You know what I'm saying? Like you gotta snap out of it. You know what I'm saying? So that's pretty much all I got. Lazar, you want to close this out? Oh yes, for a Warrior 2, he had a family emergency. You know, that brother probably had about a couple of minutes in the class, but he had to go deal with something real quick. But Lazar, go ahead and close us out, my brother.
I really just want to end it off of Ecclesiastes. Like it from me. Come on. I don't know what it said. Ecclesiastes 12. Here we go. Ecclesiastes 12 and 13. Let us hear the conclusion of the whole matter. Fear God and keep his commandments, for this is the whole duty of man. With that, that'll be the end of the class. Like I say, shalom, habashim, to the brothers, to the sisters. Next week?
Next week. We come with something new. We come with something hot. We got some stuff in the chamber. We about to get it in on Tuesdays, brother.
Yeah.
So we'll see y'all next week. Most High in Christ.